everybody, it's Charlie again, and I'm currently playing Trials Rising. And this will be the part 2 of, I guess, Trials Fusion that I did a review on not too long ago. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and review it in 2024. Other than that, let's get into it. Hope you guys enjoy. What's up, guys? Welcome to another replay review. I am currently reviewing another game that I really enjoy. Obviously, as you can see, pretty cool Excite Bike-like competitions. I did a review on the other one, like I mentioned in the intro, the original game. This is the second one, better graphics, better gameplay. You know how it goes. The bikes feel heavier. This is not my favorite out of the two. My favorite is the other one for I don't know what reasons. It just feels like I guess this is a more realistic take on it, and then the other one is more of a cartoony one. They're both realistic in the sense of physics, so don't get me confused. But in terms of gameplay, this is the more realistic one, and in terms of graphics, I would say. Obviously, the tracks are way more interesting, I think, in this game, or they try to like mix it up a little bit more. But there is also customization in the game, where you can customize the way you look completely, if you like. In the other one, there was several operators and stuff that you could change. Here is more specific to your character or whatever. And at the same time, there is stuff you can buy for it. Like I said, I don't buy costumes and stuff, so you guys probably won't see a lot of that on my screen. I basically collect them in-game. Whatever is in-game available, I'll try to unlock. I haven't unlocked everything in this game because simply I haven't had time to play a whole lot of it. But back in the day when I first played, I played a lot, you know. Either way, the game, as you continue, you could see that it does have a variety of clothing items and stuff. This stuff does not affect the way you race or anything, as far as I know. I could be wrong. But overall, the Evil Knievel outfit, because he's a famous stunt guy, I'm sure you guys know. Anyways, here is another track, one of my favorite tracks. I believe it's a Hollywood track. I don't know what to call it. Lights, Camera, Action, they call it, I believe. And it has a lot of interesting things in it, like special effects, like you're on a set, kind of, on a movie set, and it's just, you know, the set goes down. You see what I mean? Like, stuff like that. Obviously, you're going to take a lot of spills, just like in the other one. Some of the tracks here are extremely difficult, guys. So, if you don't like very difficult tracks and stuff, you can pick easier tracks, medium tracks. There's all kinds. You know, you don't have to go for the most difficult tracks if you just want to practice. Also, you'll be racing the ghosts of your pals. They changed that a little bit in a way that I did not enjoy. I wish they wouldn't have changed it to the degree that they did, because they used to show the other person kind of they're racing with you when you did some of the other modes. But it's okay. As far as, yeah, it's very enjoyable. Obviously, this game is definitely more than likely better overall. I mean, if you critically review it. But I took a liking to the original. I think I played the original much more. But this one is undeniably better in a lot of aspects. Okay, that's the reality. Now, I don't like a lot of the way they did, I guess, the modes and stuff, the way they're displayed in the interface. That shouldn't have changed, in my opinion. But in some ways, this interface is, I guess, easier to manage. But it's just the way it looks, I guess. It's cosmetic stuff. Anyways, you could also customize stuff about your bike to make it look different. Variety of colors and variety of things you can attach to it and take it out. They don't go too in depth in the sense that it affects your bike directly, but it does visually appeal, you know, in so many ways. But yeah, the ramps are pretty cool. The tracks are completely different. A lot of them have nothing in common, and they all have their own themes. That's another one. Themes is a heavy thing in this game, which I really enjoy. I felt like it was a good idea. So overall, I guess, you know, gameplay hits harder, graphics hit harder, tracks seem more different than the other game, and fun factor is still there overall. So I guess the game, since I'm about halfway through the review, I'm gonna go ahead and give you my score. The score for this game, the other one was an 8. This one I'm gonna give it an 8.5. It's just slightly better, okay, in my opinion. But I don't know about the servers, guys. Unfortunately, some of them aren't working properly, and at some point I couldn't even get into the game. But I think they fixed it, because when I went back in, it felt different. So yeah, he ended up in a porta potty. That's another thing. It still has those funny finishes at the end. But anyways, there's these gear boxes that I think you guys should check out, or gear crates that have all that stuff. You unlock it through the game. You don't have to buy this stuff. And I got a few things. I wanted to show a little bit of that here, and you kind of just go through them. I had like 15 I had it unlocked, so I decided to put part of that in the video. This is an very overlooked part if you don't look for it. So yeah, just a heads up on that. Another track, I guess, that has to do with construction and other things like that. You know, you'll see things interacting with you quite a little bit more than the other game did. And I think that makes it better. Obviously, I'm showing you some of the repeats because this is a trial and error game where you keep trying trials. Get it? If you haven't already. But it's a very enjoyable game. It still has, it's heavy on the fun factor. The fun carries these games as far as they did. I know it's Ubisoft, guys, but Ubisoft does have a few gems in their library. And they've done good work in the past. The thing is, now everybody's pissed off at Ubisoft. I mean, don't get me wrong, sometimes for good reasons, but overall, guys, they make polished games. There's no doubt about that. A lot of the games are well done. But in this kind of genre that is not very popular, a lot of people don't know about it, these are games that I think are worth buying, especially since they're ridiculously cheap. Now, the problem, I guess, is them being delisted and taken off completely or shut down servers. This game doesn't matter because you can play it offline. I mean, I used to be that you had to play it online, but I think you can play it offline if I'm not mistaken. So they didn't delist this one. And the tracks are about challenging yourself regardless. So if you like the challenge, take it up, enjoy it. It's also fun, not just challenge. The endings are always funny. So yeah, just keep that in mind, guys, when playing these games. Try not to take them too seriously. And right here you see the multiplayer modes. As you can see, party mode, global multiplayer, as well as couch co-op, I guess, in a way. There is couch co-op. I think party mode is couch co-op. You can jump in and jump out. And then that one is just private matches, similar to the ones that I did with my pal. I believe I do have videos on this game as well, somewhere in my playlist, you know. Anyways, the point is that it works well. I haven't had issues really inviting friends and stuff, but like as far as the community, I'm not sure. Here is what other creators made. Basically, you can play on their tracks and stuff when you unlock certain bikes. Some of them require certain things because they range from easy difficulty to hard or extreme. I wouldn't try the extreme. I tried it and I was terrible. I'm not a master at this game, I'll put it that way, right? But regardless, the game I think is made with great polish. It feels great to play. I haven't had very much issues in terms of anything that I could mention. If you like bikes, you like tracks, you like stuff like that, and you like fun, this game might be what you're looking for overall. So yeah, I think aside from that, multiplayer is good. With friends, obviously have somebody to play with. I think it would make it 10 times more fun. That's just how it is with multi games, let's be honest. And yeah, the effects when things are blowing up seem to have some kind of greater graphic fidelity, if I'm not mistaken. Also, keep in mind, guys, it depends on your monitor or TV and the way you configure it. There's some configurations that people are looking at terrible images, but it's on them really sometimes. There's a few things I tweaked recently that made my games look 10 times better. So you have to figure out what the best settings on your manufactured TV. So yeah, I'll leave you with that, or monitor. I've used both, so they both have their own options. Here's the editor mode. It came back, made a triumphant return. I believe that there's more options in this mode. Some people may disagree, but I played with it a little bit, and I think this one has more options than the original one. And it kind of navigates a little bit better, in my opinion. It does have several filters, several backgrounds, and you can mess with it in different ways, but I'm not really a creator of any kind, like tracks or anything. So I can't put my 2 cents in there because I really don't know to what extent people use this. I did see the tracks, and some of them are very creative, so it's up to you guys. Here's the map, gigantic map with all the tracks and competitional aspects of it that you could look for. Some of these tracks are ridiculous. I think you can transfer. I transferred quite a bit of my original save from PS4, but yeah, there it is, the tracks, and as many as you can go. So now I'm going to go ahead and roll credits, guys. 8.5 out of 10. I believe this is a game that's worth buying, especially now that it should be on special and super cheap. And yeah, I just think you guys should check it out, as well as the original. If you guys get a chance, you won't be disappointed. And yeah, other than that, I'm going to go ahead and end it right here. I do hope you guys enjoyed. Please like and subscribe when you get a chance. And like I always say, go game.